Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and stories shaping our world. The conflict has been affecting global oil prices, with benchmark Brent crude trading slightly higher at just over $89 per barrel in London. According to reports, Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Asif has stated that the US and Iran are close to reaching some sort of arrangement, although details remain scarce. Meanwhile, Pakistani Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has delivered a message from Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir to the Iranian leadership as part of ongoing negotiations. Former U.S. Deputy Secretary of State Wendy Sherman has weighed in on the situation, saying that unless the U.S. is willing to offer significant relief from sanctions and frozen assets, it's unlikely that a sustainable agreement will be reached. She also noted that Iran is likely to maintain control over the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway for global oil supplies. The conflict has had far-reaching consequences, with oil prices continuing to climb and volatility extending beyond the US-Iran conflict. Israel has been clashing with Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, while the Iran-backed Houthis have staged attacks on ships in the Red Sea from Yemen. As the situation continues to unfold, we'll be keeping a close eye on developments and bringing you updates and analysis. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into the complex world of international relations, focusing on a significant development in South Asia. The recent news about Pakistan's involvement with Saudi Arabia and Turkey has sparked intense discussion. To break it down, let's examine the key points. Pakistan has been strengthening its ties with both Saudi Arabia and Turkey, which could have far-reaching implications for the region. This alliance is multifaceted, involving economic cooperation, military engagements, and diplomatic efforts. On one hand, this partnership could bolster Pakistan's economy and enhance its security posture. On the other hand, it might lead to increased tensions with neighboring countries, particularly India. It's also worth noting that the United States has been keeping a close eye on these developments, given its own interests in the region. The Trump administration has designated Afghanistan as a state sponsor of wrongful detention, accusing the Taliban of detaining foreigners for ransom. This move signals a desire to apply more pressure on the Taliban and could impact Pakistan's relations with the U.S. In another part of the region, Bhutan has announced promising findings from its first aerial geophysical survey, indicating potential reserves of copper, tungsten, and rare earth minerals. If confirmed, these discoveries could significantly boost Bhutan's economy and energy security, making it an even more strategic location between India and China. As we consider these developments, it's essential to approach the topic with a nuanced perspective, recognizing the intricate web of relationships and interests at play. By doing so, we can better understand the potential consequences of these events and their impact on the global stage. Welcome back to Concrete Block. Zhu passed away at the age of 97, leaving behind a complex and fascinating story of reform, growth, and challenges. As we explore his life, it's clear that Zhu was a key figure in China's entry into the global trade scene. He served as premier from 1998 to 2003 and was instrumental in securing China's membership in the World Trade Organization. This move opened up Chinese factories to the international market and drew in foreign investment, setting the stage for the country's rapid economic expansion. Under Zhu's leadership, China experienced double-digit growth, and he implemented significant economic reforms, including decentralizing tax powers and promoting home ownership. However, these changes also led to significant layoffs, with estimates suggesting that up to 30 million workers lost their jobs over a 5-year period. This has been a subject of controversy, with some critics arguing that the reforms exacerbated income inequality. Despite these challenges, Zhu is widely regarded as a tough and pragmatic leader who was unafraid to speak his mind. He famously criticized corrupt officials and inefficient systems, earning him a reputation as a champion of transparency and accountability. As we reflect on Zhu's legacy, it's essential to consider the broader context of China's economic rise. The country's transformation into a manufacturing powerhouse has had far-reaching implications for global trade, politics, and society. While China's growth has lifted millions out of poverty, it has also created new challenges, from environmental concerns to human rights issues. As we close out today's episode, we invite you to think critically about the complexities of China's economic ascent and the role that leaders like Zhu Rongji have played in shaping the country's trajectory. It's a story that underscores the importance of nuanced understanding and balanced perspective in evaluating the intricacies of global economics and politics. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.